In this video, I'll solve the June 7th, 2020 medium level Sudoku. First, I will look at the ones, and then there's a one that goes this way and a one that goes across here, so one has to be one of these two cells. So then there's a one here and a one in this column, and then there's a one across there, so this has to be a one. For twos, there's a two here, two coming this way, so this has to be a two. There's a two here, two that way, so this is a two. Two here, two this way, so this is a two. And there's a two here, two across, so this is a two. And then two here, two here, so this is a two. Filled out all the twos, moving on to three. There's only one three, so I can't fill out anything right now. Moving on to fours. Can't see anything. Fives. Don't see anything. Sixes. There's a six going across this way and a six up here, so in this 3x3, the six has to be here, so there's a six in this row, six here and a six here, so this has to be a six. There's a six here, so this has to be a six. Six this way, six this way, six this way. That's a six. And I'm not seeing anything else for the sixes. Moving on to sevens. Don't really see anything. Eights. There's an eight here, eight coming down, so this has to be an eight. So there's an eight here, this has to be an eight. And then there's an eight here, eight here, so this is also an eight. And eight this way, eight going that way, that's an eight. Filled out all the eights, moving on to nine. Nine this way, so this has to be a nine. And that's all I see for 9 so far, so now I will start trying to fill out this row here. It's missing a 3, missing a 4, and it's missing a 5. So now I'll fill out this row here. It's missing a 3, 5, and 7. And now I'll fill out this block. It's missing a 3, 5, and 6. So 6 has to be here because there's a 6 this way, a 6 up going this way. So now let's fill out this top row here. It's missing a 3, 5, 7, and missing a 9. Let's fill out this column here. It's missing a 3, 4, 5, and 6. Fill out the rest of this 3x3. It's missing a 3, 4, 5. There's no 5 here. 5. It's missing a 1 as well. Fill out this column here. Missing a 1, 2, missing a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have a matching pair of 3, 5 here. So you can remove the 3s and 5s from the other cells in that column. And then we have another matching pair inside of this 3x3 with the 1s and 4s, so we can get rid of the 4s and the 1s and other cells in that block. So this has to be a 3. Move the 3s here. And then now this has to be a 5. So this is a 7. This is a 3, 5. And now in that row, this is the only place that can have a 3. And Now let's work on filling the rest of this 3x3. It's missing a 1, 4, 7s and 9s have to both be in here. It's also missing a 5. Fill out the rest of this row here. This row is missing a 1, 4, 5. So this can be a 4, 5, and this can be a 1, 4, 5. And let's fill out the rest of this 3x3 here. Missing a 7 as well. And in this column, the 5 is already up there, so this has to be a 3. And then, so this 3 across, and then this 3 goes down, so the 3 has to be in one of these two middle cells of that 3x3 block. So then this can't be a 3, this has to be a 4. This is a 3. So there's a 3 this way, 3 this way, 3 across. So this is also a 3. And we said that 3 had to be here, but now there's a 3 in the lower position, so that's a 3. And there's a 3 this way, 3 this way, 3 this way. So this is a 3, and we're done with the 3s now. Let's fill out the rest of this column. So we're already missing a 7, 9, and then we're also missing a 1, and the 1 has to go here because the 7s and 9s are a matching pair. Let's fill out the rest of this 3x3. So this is 7 or 9 because there's a 7, 9 here. So then this has to be a 5. And this is either a 4 or a 6 in the row, but there's a 6 in this column. So this is a 4, this is a 6, makes this a 5, and now that's a 4. Fill out the rest of this row. It's missing 5, 7, and 9. Fill out the rest of this row here. It's missing a 6, 7, and 9. And so this has to be a 6 because there's a 6 upcoming in this column and a 6 in this 3x3. Let's fill out the rest of this column here. We're missing a 4, 5, and 7. And we can fill out this 3x3 here. It's missing a 1, 7, and 9. So we can clean the cell out. There's already a 4 and a 5 in that column, so it's a 1, which makes this the only one in that 3x3 cell. And you can get rid of the ones here, and now this is the only one in that 3x3 cell. And then this has to be a 4, and that's a 1. And this row already has a 4, so this has to be a 7. So then this has to be a 9, and then this is a 7. And now we can fill out the rest of this row here. It's missing 4, 5, and 9. This could be a 5 or a 9. This could be a 4, 5, 9. And in this column, we can see that this is the only cell that has a 7. So then this is a 9, this is a 9, 7, 9, 7. This is the only 9 in that row. This is a 5. Move the 5. So this is a 4. This is a 5. And then there's a 7 here. So this is a 4. This is 7. There's already 8 in the column. This should be a 5, 4, and 5.